Hi, babies. How are you? And welcome to Shanda Says. Tonight is Wednesday, and as you know, on Wednesday nights, you are officially entering, yes, the pink room. Tonight's topic is going to be extra steamy. I'm not sure I ever discussed it, and if I did, it was long ago, so I don't remember. So if I did and you remember, this is the updated version. Yeah. Tonight's topic is all about menage a trois. You know what that is. Yeah, threesomes. Have any of you, boys and girls, ever invited another guest in bed with you or your partner? Now, this subject is really touchy for me because in my book, if you read my book, Pro Man Woman, I talked about menage a trois and couples. Now, I'm going to tell you the cons of this now before I get to the good stuff. My feeling about menage a trois and or threesomes, for those that don't know what menage a trois is, I feel like as a couple and dealing with monogamy, if you haven't had a threesome and you're asking your man or your woman to participate in that fantasy for you, you have to be careful about that invitation. Because you may invite someone in who is doing a better job than you are, or a better job than you expected. And how do you get rid of this person? And how do you mentally, emotionally disconnect from the situation once it's happened? And is it something you're going to want to continue to do? Is it something that you're going to regret doing? All of that, those emotions come into play when you're dealing with a couple and a marriage. Now, as far as a single person, I'll be honest with you. I think if you're single, especially a guy, because we women know that you guys love this. We know that you want to see us in bed with another woman. Why have one pair of titties when you can have two pair of titties and two mouths? You know, you men are very, very visual. We know that. You love watching another woman go down on another woman and spanking her and all type of crazy. We know that you love that. But can you as a man handle your woman wanting you and another man? Like, are you able to watch him do her? Is that something you could deal with? If you are a couple or you're in a relationship and you've invited another person into your bedroom, I want you to leave in the comments, what was your experience? Was it something that you wish you didn't do? Was it something that you loved doing and that you want to do again? Or is it that one time that was it, don't ask me again? Because here's my thing. I think part of having menage a trois and all this stuff is fantasy for us. You know, we sometimes go there mentally with our sexuality, and we dream of things and we fantasize about things. I, as open as I am about sex, I've never had a threesome in my life, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not that I judge it, but for myself, I've always been concerned about the backlash. I've always been concerned that, wow, these two people know this about me, and I don't know if I want anyone to think of me that way or think of me in the wrong. And I know that sounds crazy from a person that always talks about sex, but I just always felt really weird about it. Also, too, I've had men ask me all the time because I'm so open about sex, oh, do you get down with women? And here's my thing, I'm going to publicly say it. I am not sexually attracted to another woman. Now, I will say that I love giving another woman a compliment. I think women are very beautiful. I think Angelina Jolie is beautiful. I think Tracy Ellis Ross is beautiful. I think Oprah is beautiful. I think there's all forms of beauty. But have I ever looked at a woman and said, wow, I would love to do this to her? Or any sexual attraction? No. Now, what I will tell you that Shanda is male-driven testosterone all day. I love the smell of a man. I love a man's hands. I love his arms. I love a man's legs, his calves. I even love the smell of a man, his underarms. And I know that sounds weird, but that's the pheromones, I guess. But I'm I'm really into the strength and the physicality of a man way more than I could ever be to a woman. And that's not to negate, as a woman, if you're attracted to other women, I think that's beautiful and that's you. But me, I will just tell you that men just do it for Shanda. I love men. Now, let's talk fantasy. Have I ever mentally gone there and visualized myself with two men? Yeah, I have. I have. I admit it. I have. Now, is it something I would ever do? I strongly doubt it. I've been on this planet for a minute now. I haven't done it. My thing is, I always feel like if it's a fantasy and I do it, what am I going to fantasize about now? But put it this way. If I was on an island and once we left the island, we lost our ability to talk about what happened, would I do it? Yeah. Girl would do it. Yeah. Now, real quickly, I thought it would be fun for us to do this. Football season's coming up. I know you guys are loving that. And I've actually, off topic real quickly, I've gotten a love for football myself. So I actually will be watching the games even more than I did last year. But real quickly, let's do, how they have fantasy football leagues? Let's do fantasy sex leagues. Now, let's say you could pick your team of fantasy lovers in your threesome. Who would it be? You gotta tell me. Leave it in your comments. Now, listen, you don't have to leave your name. You could just be anonymous in the comments and just give it to me. Give me everything. Give me names and situations and scenarios. Because, yeah, I'll take that and I'll ruminate and I'll be like, what? Yeah, Shanda's head stays in the clouds with sex. Now, do you guys want to know my fantasy sex league? You want to know? Well, you got to tune in next week. I will definitely give you my fantasy league. Okay? I'm not lying. I'm not just saying this, and I swear to you I'm going to be back next week because my ass wasn't here the past 2 weeks, and I know that. So again, when I don't show up, you have permission to spank me. But yeah, I will tell you my fantasy league when I come back next week. No lie. Follow me on Twitter at Shanda Says. You can also follow me on Instagram at Shanda Says. I am not private. I'm just there waiting, so you can just follow, and I'll follow you back too. I'm into reciprocity. I return the love. Yeah. Email me, shandasays1@gmail.com, if you have a subject or you have a question for me that we could talk about here in the pink room, or any other time I can answer a question for you. You can also leave me a video on Instagram too. I answer all my videos. At least I try to. Sometimes I get weird people coming in my inbox. Didn't that sound weird, coming in my inbox? Oh my gosh, Shanda. Okay. I'm not going to touch that. But if you're doing weirdo shit, I may not answer you. So come at me correct, okay? But anyway, I love you. How do I end my videos? You know how I end my videos. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Bye, babies. You know I love you. Until next week. Oh, did you get my book? Oh, hell no. Go get my book. Yes, Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Nook, and what's the other thing? I forgot, but they're both compatible. Kindle. Yeah, Kindle compatible. I love you, and until next week, we'll talk soon. Bye, babies.